Okay guys, so today I'm going to be doing a leak test. So I'm going to pull the boat on out. I'm going to fill it up with water, a decent amount, and then we're just going to wait and see if we see any drips in the driveway. If we do, we're going to mark those spots with a permanent marker, and then we'll figure out how we're going to need to address those. Alright, well, boat's out. I got the plug right here. Let's plug it up, fill it up with water, and see what happens. Okay, so we filled it up with water and now we got the leak test going. I didn't fill it all the way to, I'm not gonna fill it to the top for sure, but to the water line roughly. We're pretty close. We probably have a few more inches of water to go, but everything looks sound around here. There's already a couple things for concern. One, I just noticed this. So it looks like there's some kind of patch job that was hiding underneath this paint that's coming up. I'm scared to try and remove all this stuff. No water's coming out right now, but something's up with that. The only actual sign of a leak, we've got some water right there. As you can see, it looks like there's some kind of silicone something going on right there. So besides that, I don't really see anything else. I do see something that looks like it was patched with some kind of epoxy. It's super shiny. I thought it was wet, but it appears to be something. I mean, this boat's old. It's from '76. I was told this was bought from the DNR. So this was initially a DNR boat that I guess once they were done with it, they sold. It looks like it's been abused as a river boat. The bottom's all dented up. It's got some kind of coatings on here. There are some rivets for the supports along the bottom of the boat there. Everything looks to have been coated at least once with something. Let's stand up here. Yeah, so that other area that was real shiny, I'll show you. All of this down here, it's not wet, it's just some kind of clear coat, who knows. Oh, we got another drop. Where's this coming from? We got a pinhole leak right there. You can see the water. That area looks like it's been beat up. So we're gonna let this go a little more. Like I said, no more water. We're just gonna let it sit. It is gonna freeze tonight, so I'm gonna empty this within the hour. The sun's almost gone. It's like 35 degrees out here right now. It's pretty chilly. We got the chickens doing chicken things, but I'll update you when I pull the plug. Alright, so we let it sit for about an hour here full of water, and there are a few small leaks. So you can see this wet spot right here. If we look up, we've got a drip of water right there. So what I've got, this silver Sharpie, we're just gonna mark it around. This area with tape, there is nothing. There is, however, some water right there. Let's check this out. So it looks like we have a tiny leak right here in this rivet. So we've marked that. There's that piece of wood, by the way. You can see all the cuts I had to make. This is the big one. Oops. So we've got this. Not sure exactly where this one is coming from, but we know it's somewhere around there. So last thing I noticed, I just moved this board and a drop of water on it right at the plug. So it's not, there's probably like 3 or 4 drops of water, but there is water coming out of the plug, which was something I speculated might be happening. So not bad. We've only got one, I wouldn't even call it major, but we've got one sizable leak. We've got 2 small leaks, and then we've got one at the drain plug. Drain plug's pretty tight. The drain plug that was on the boat when I bought it, maybe that one works better. I'll try that. So now we've got a little bit of work to do patching these holes. A friend of mine was suggesting I paint the bottom of the boat, and I wasn't sure if that was something I'm gonna do. I still don't know because of the time schedule. I don't know that I'm gonna have time to do it, but if I was gonna do it, now would be the time because it is empty. I think I could lift it with 2 people, and then I could coat the bottom with it upside down in the garage. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull the plug, and I am done working on this today. All right, guys, well, hopefully sometime today a friend will be by. He's gonna help me bring the boat off the trailer, flip it over, and bring it inside. I'm gonna do some probably sanding on the hull, patching those few spots that had holes, and then prepping it for paint. So I guess I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna try something unconventional, but I'm gonna be trying an epoxy, so we'll see how that goes. I did grab a couple bins to do some test fitting, so I'm gonna do that right now. Let's see what we got. So I got this 7-gallon tote from Home Depot, and I got this giant Plano, what they call the Sportsman trunk. This is, I don't see the quantity, but it's 27 gallons. I think it's 108 quart. And I think it's perfect dimensions for a live well. That is what we're gonna be testing today. This is the little storage bin I found. But again, it fits in this space. So it looks like it fits in this space perfectly. Which our deck is actually gonna be coming up to about here. So that'll be fine if we're just doing some small storage. If we need deeper, we can look for it. So something I wanted to see was see if this will work in conjunction with the live well. Let me grab something. All right, so here I have a 3700 series Plano box. Here's that bin I just bought. Fits good like this, too long like this. But if I did the math correctly, I should be able to fit 4 to 5. It's perfect height. So once we go over it there, all right, let me just grab my 5 Plano boxes. All right, so we got 1, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4, 5 might be a squeeze. So we can force 5 Plano boxes in here. The 5th one is a squeeze, but it's super snug. We've got a little cushion on the sides. So this is a pretty good sized box, I'd say. So this is Plano Sportsman's trunk, is the model 181976. This is 108 quart or 27 gallons. It actually has wheels. It's got handles right here, grips, and it's got locks all around. This is way overkill for what I wanted, but I think it fits the dimensions I need. So with the lid on, it is just too big, but we got the lid off, and now she fits. So check it out. You can see this is kind of centered. So essentially our live well would be there. Storage, it looks like it might actually fit. The question is, the Plano box doesn't really fit between this aluminum. So we can go in this way. But I don't know if that's what I want to do. As far as storage for Plano boxes, I might just have to come up with a custom box for this. These could fit, well, just like this though, pretty well. Or we can just leave it open, since we're just gonna put essential stuff, nothing crazy, life jackets and things. So then maybe we can put this type tote back here, except on the underside. If I did it just like that, it would actually have a tilt back. We can make a little drain hole back here and it should never hold water. That would be cool. I could possibly even fit 2 of these totes, or maybe find a different tote. So I think this is gonna work for a live well. And really the goal is to get that lid back on here, because if we can do that, then we don't have to build a custom splash guard. We just put that on and cut around it. I'm not sure how much of that time lapse I actually captured before my battery died, but the boat is in. It's on the floor, and we can take a good look at the hull. So there's definitely been some kind of sealant, something put here at the back bottom of the transom. The few leaks that we had, here is one that I showed you. I pulled off some of the silicone already. There was, let's see, there was a little one on this rivet, and then there was a tiny one up over here. It's marked. You can see there's a couple areas that look like they've been re-welded. This was a patch that I did. And then up at the very top of the hull, there are some cracks. I've been picking at this too. So there's gonna be a little bit more in depth than I thought, but I'm gonna put some time into scuffing this, removing this coating, patching everything that I think is gonna leak. Then I'm gonna put the epoxy that I'm going to try. I've never read it being used, but based off of the data page and the product information, I think it's gonna work well. So we'll see. There's gonna be a test to see if there's a new coating that might do what we want for a boat. So with that being said, I'm gonna end this episode, and the whole refinishing of the hull, scuffing, sanding, filling, painting is gonna be next phase, which it's gonna be a little bit, because I got some prior engagements coming up this week, so I'm gonna have to put some time into that, but I'll have a few other videos going up while I'm away. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to see more of this build, subscribe, like it if you learned something, and I appreciate the view. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night.